like circle in a way.
He's one of the youngest coaches then, yeah?
Exactly. And now he's on his own. Coach Aldo mentioned yesterday, yeah? The draft, even looking at the pattern, it reminded him of Yep.
Yeah.
And the KELRA, they're hovering around those two heroes. Oh, the Badang though locked in, and the Harris.
Badang makes more sense than KELRA here. There's no insta kill anyways, you know? Maybe they were thinking of this about the sustain for the KELRA. But it is the Harith, the Badang as well. Try to lock the Harley down whenever he jumps in, maybe. Still, Uranus might have a good time here. If you know, he does well in lane and doesn't really, if he doesn't get punished in lane, punished in the early game, he can be a threat. Or a Q. Bruno. You know what?
Wow.
I'm not a hater of this. I've actually been really liking the Bruno in the current meta. I've been spamming a lot as well. I think it's great for this composition up against ONIC too, just because RFQ, they're looking for long fights. ONIC are looking for long fights, sorry. ONIC are looking for long fights. Bruno thrives in those long fight conditions, and the rest of the team can come on. But yeah, Super Toy did not go for the weapon mastery. Instead, he goes for Master Assassin. All right. Again, not bad, but I expected weapon mastery just to be safe.
Okay, it looks quiet so far. We do see some rotations once again from Keyboy. Naturally so, giving out information about the team. If we're talking about the mid matchup, I believe if Sans is overly aggressive, it feels like Yaskiel might have a hard time, and you can even see Edok getting shredded here. Talent prediction by GoPay. It looks like a unanimous vote for ONIC. Not surprised. I mean, again, considering the performance of RQ with their first match. Of course, it's KELRA, right?
Have we ever seen
the
that?
Standard.
Like a full...
I don't think so. This might be the first.
Right?
Unanimous rule pick. Only KELRA, man.
That's gold standard.
Level 4 for both though, mid laners. They're both already eyeing out this first turtle, but again, Harry needs to be very careful against the magic damage of RQ.
Yeah,
Seems like he is though.
Very, rightfully so. Super Dan here, taking a lot of damage. That's a deadly catch on towards Sans. Now Super Dan repositioning. Kyrie is on the turtle. Edok looks to spoil this party. Oh, that's a great stun as Super Dan finds first blood and the turtle. All due to Yaskiel finding the ult. That's going to be a trade, but Sans will be taken down, and RRQ having more say. Yaskiel will not be able to get out of this as Lutfi claims the double, but Super Dan finds a trade.
Tree, Super Ken just walks up and steals it away as he gets stunned by the Fear of the Phoenix. And that's something that they'll have to play with the entire game.
Is there like a point where he doesn't have to be as careful? Is it an item build moment for Kyrie?
No, not really. Even if you go Queen's Wings in the late game, Super Ken will, once you get the Queen's Wings, Super Ken will also have, you know, all of his items. If he does go for the Aldo build from yesterday, the one he was really just complimenting, the Lightning Crunch in second, it'll still just be a problem. And then, you know, obviously you go to my Enclave, you pierce through everything.
True.
There's the damage reduction, but damage reduction is not enough. No.
The later the game goes, the more damage Super Ken's going to have. So I feel that. I feel that ONIC needs to figure out a way to try and do this. Wait a second, that's another pickoff for Super Ken.
It might be Sans.
He went all in onto his Roamer, and it seems like now it's a 3v2 situation in the mid lane. Kyrie looks for a disengage. Super Ken is able to get out of that one, but then so far, ONIC, they're behind 1,000 gold. Take a look at the positioning of Super Ken, and Kyrie needs to be aware of this good spot. Yeah.
Gotta take it out.
Lose out the
Loses
retreat.
it, yeah.
Super Ken, no teleportation. That's a stun. That's a big one. Now the damage will come through as ONIC finds the angle to take the jungler down. Take a look at KELRA.
Okay, we're seeing adaptations coming through from ONIC right now. It looks like Sans is still playing aggressively here, pushing Edok to Yaskiel, trying to utilize the HP of Edok onto the damage for Yaskiel.
Wow.
It seems like Yaskiel still gets the purple buff, so unfortunately, Harry's not going to be able to steal that away from him.
Yeah, by the way, well played, Keyboy. That's why they picked the Badang against the Harley. He wants to try to counter it.
Red team turret
Wants to try to find those, you know, fist cracks, fist breaks over catching him every single time before he jumps back.
So it makes sense why RQ ban out the Cho in the drafting phase, banning out these, heroes that can create or stop the momentum from ONIC. But Keyboy is still able to handle that with the Padang. We'll see if he's going to be able to do the same thing twice.
Yep.
Because so far RQ have been able to get more picks in. We're looking at the next neutral objective now spawning. Looks like ONIC are the ones there first.
Yeah, and ONIC did such a good job, man, because now the Goldies, even when they were winning with 2 turtles, the Goldie wasn't there.
Take a look at the damage. That's Keyboy there. He will go down 15 seconds. Should be plenty of time. Oh, yes, forced to use the flicker there in the mid lane now. With the Yu Zhong in the back. Oh, under the turret. Lutpi does not have enough distance to close it out. That's a free kill again for RRQ.
I thought without Keyboy, ONIC wouldn't have gone for that, but they still went for it. KELRA looked for an opportunity. Unfortunately, he couldn't even get Yehezkiel down, and they lose Lutpi in the process. So they lose 2. RQ pick up a turtle. Was that okay? Is that okay, Trey? Looks like they're looking for more though.
They know they're trying to find something. That's a stun on towards Edok. Finds it. Super Dan now quite isolated. Forced to use that Purify.
He dies from Turtle 1. He's like, okay, I understand it now. It's tough. I can't walk up like that. I can't be forcing. So might as well just try to hide for as long as possible. Try to sneak in later. I can't be going up against the Uranus anyways.
Okay, there you go. Black Dragon.
ONIC trying to pull the trigger here. At least force RQ members to back away. That's a 2-man stun! And the Petrify allows Kyrie to get the Lord. Now Keyboy, Super Toy taken now, and that will be the collapse. ONIC still focused down on the Grok now. That's a big knockup, but the damage will not be enough as Edok finds the flicker. Super Dan trying to distract, is able to get out.
And it kind of created the illusion for RQ that they'll be able to one-shot Keyboy every single time, but the reason he's now even more aggressive in opening, despite dying the first 3 times, is because he already built the Radiant Armor, right? The first few times it was Thunderbelt and like a few components before Radiant Armor. So now he has Radiant Armor, he's confident that he can go through. But also, props to Super Ken, Brute Force, because the Keyboy caught him once, he wants to go for the tenacity out of the CC.
Alright, looking to pull the trigger again at the bottom side of the map here. Lord is not taken down just yet. That's going to be a jump. Oh, Fury of the Phoenix finds 4. Now the turret taken down. Keyboy again looks for an opening. RRQ, they restabilize. They defended their main base, but they will lose out on the bottom side. Super Ken, very aggressive. Not able to find or close the gap just yet. Keyboy, very low. Still able to survive now. Super Ken looks for an angle. Not finding it just yet. Sans here trying to provide damage. Lutfi quite low as well. Kyrie now jumping in afraid as well. KELRA with the Shaman Force. The damage is not yet enough to take the members down, but Edok caught isolated. Kyrie secures that kill. RRQ, they went back and forth, but finally they will disengage.
Towers fall down in favor of ONIC. Items are being built in by ONIC. That's a Divine Glaive now in the hands of KELRA.
KELRA again, Shaman Force, that's a stun, but it will not be enough. Lutfi will be traded, but that's gonna be Super Ken deleted. Keyboy under the turret, and he will fall. It's a 3-4-2 in that exchange. RRQ, they lose out of the top tier turret. Oh, KELRA finds an opening. That's a flicker spent by Yehezkiel. Well calculated now. Do they have enough space to take
right with Yehezkiel, but Super Toy has more consistent damage constantly. Oh, hold on. That's a flank.
Super Toy again. Stun. Trying to force a Purify out, but the knockup is there, and down he goes. ONIC again. Finds the angle. Take a look at KELRA. He knows that Yehezkiel has no flicker, but down goes the Uranus. As Sans collects the double, and ONIC, the base is wide open with only the ghost of Jakarta left standing. This is his first Royal Derby as he watched his main base falls.
I gotta say that was a clinical victory. I think the casters said it yesterday when they won that 2-0, but again, today shows the exact same thing. You see in the early game, ONIC making mistakes. I wouldn't even call it mistakes. They go for a certain game plan. It doesn't work out, and the instant adaptations afterwards, their problem solving, their chemistry, the way that they just, I would say, dance with each other in these team fights, in these engages, in these turtle, in these lord fights. It feels like they've been together for the entire season already. KELRA seems like already so united with the rest of the team.
When you have a player as elite as KELRA, I don't think adapt is a word you can use.
Is so strong for fights. A lot of area of effects here from their composition. And let's see here, 2 last heroes.
The champion spirit.
Okay, they locked into Guinevere and the Granger. So 1 hero, I mean technically 2, but can stay in the back here with that Granger and Yave. 3 heroes from ONIC though can definitely die.
And now with no Claude, what do you pick up against the Granger toy? Do you go for the Harith this time? I think
So
the
hard against Eve, no?
Not really. It's harder against the Farsa. Do you still want to go Harith?
I mean, Harith can purify at least, right? Against the Guinevere.
Yeah, that's why.
Sora.
No, because there's nothing else.
Carry is open, guys.
Waiting orders, TACOM.
Yeah.
There you go. Lilia comes to play. Technically, a has skill on the Lilia. It's a hero he has utilized in the past. It can open vision, really good for zoning, and let's see if it works out here for the first neutral objective of the game.
Oh, that's going to be the Sora jumping in. Real world manipulation invested as well. Take a look at Super Dan now. Isolated. Her out control airborne, and that will be first blood. Oh, boy finds a turtle. How? And find a sleigh on towards Iraq as well. RRQ. Dismantled early.
Was it just from like the crack that he got that Lord? Getting caught a little there, receiving a little bit of amount of damage. But again, Yehezkiel hasn't been able to do much this time on the Lilia.
Oh, that's a taunt.
That's a taunt. They know that Dan has no flicker. Down he goes. That's an opening by Lutpi again. That's going to be a kill. Super Ken will fall as well. Lutpi finds a quick double, finds the triple kill as Lutpi ascends.
They got it. Oh, my God.
No, what a read. The patience
Michael.
from ONIC. Super Ken goes down.
Yes, he can do that because he's a bigger trooper.
Yeah, don't worry. Go ahead and me. We're cool. Oh, Suns!
Oh, that's a big off. Oh, that's damage!
Ah.
On towards the members of ONIC. Now RRQ with 5 members standing.
Super Tori with 2 items already, right? He's catching up. Oh my god.
They really want to fight this. They have 5 members occupying
Lutpi.
in the bottom side now with the immobilization. 2-man whirlwind! Down goes Edok with KELRA adding the Sky Piercer stack again. Super Dan stuck isolated. KELRA finds the 2 kill. And now Keyboy trying to buy time. Keyboy holding on, revitalize. Almost a 3rd kill there for KELRA. But my goodness, Sonic,
Team turret has been destroyed.
they can't stop.
He's at 4 stats.
Yep.
Now with a BOD.
Now with a big bad bod. Oh my god. War Axe for Super Ken, so he's gonna sustain a lot better. Analyst MIRKO is left. This is streamer mode right now. Oh!
Hi, Sutsujin. Oh, not another sack.
Super Dan.
What is caught? Why does he look happy?
That's just his face.
Okay.
That's just his face. He's not Skylar.
What?
What?
Skylar was happy, remember?
Oh, never said
I mean,
that.
he got married, so he must be happy.
Did you want to get married?
What?
I mean, like, that,
ONIC are in mid.
Red team
yes.
been destroyed.
Basically,
Glowing one. Yes, skill. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oi! KELRA!
looking for the 6 stack. Oh,
Oh, Sutsujin.
almost.
Oh, Sutsujin.
Now with the Lord marching in the bottom side of the map, ONIC, they look to push more. Gold lead is sub 8K. So
Another stack.
that's just, yeah, this is not looking good here for RRQ. 3-man immobilization. Add that to your resume.
gee.
That's going to be Super Ken very low, so able to get out for now with the Lord Super Toy is able to survive just barely. That's just Lutpi deleted though, so it's just 4 members left standing for ONIC.
How did he survive that? Did Super Toy just dodge it completely?
With the flicker it up though. Very low. Super Ken now isolated in the front. still have angles to get out, but they will look to take the mid turret down. Now RQ, they will be able to clear.
Oh, what is that
This time,
damage?
that's Flying Claw though. He looks for an opening now. He has no flicker. What are you doing, Enoch? Handing 3 kills to a ONIC.
That's another stack. That's another stack. I mean, and
Oh
BOD was already really bad, and now the Malefic Roar on top of that. MIRKO, 636 stacks. What do we do?
Hey. AOG.
Oh, real world collision doesn't really land, but it will grant them space now. They want the top turret. Oh, they want to fight. Down goes Super Dan. Super Dan barely survives that one. Still hash that dash now. Last remaining turret. Enoch just respawned.
Lord, bro.
That's a kill, right now. Trying to get more,
Dude.
but they will have minion crashing onto their main base. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ, they suffered a loss yesterday, and it seems like today they will suffer yet another loss.
2 times in a row. RRQ, not a great start to the season. But on the brighter note, ONIC 2 times in a row, they win. Everyone is expecting that this was such an amazing lineup before the season even begun.
Yep.
We saw it yesterday, how clean they were. We see it again today, how clean it was. And man, I don't know what to say about that performance. It was just so clean, so adaptive. It's like they've been playing together for years. This is so scary for the rest of the teams here at MLBB.
Again, a spectacular performance, a clean textbook performance, if not. But it wasn't a sweet debut for Yehezkiel in this match. And my goodness, ONIC. I know you hear this a lot, but they look scary this season.
Wow.